So I'm joined here by joint managers Michael Gash and Luke Steele, just to kind of reflect really on the start to pre-season and the first game that we had on Tuesday. Luke, I'll come to you first of all. How would you assess Tuesday night's performance?
Tuesday was great, no injuries, which is always the best thing in pre-season, and that'll be the same for every game we play. It was a good test. Obviously, Deepin had been back 3 or 4 weeks already, so their boys were sharper than us probably. We're four sessions in. But it went really well. First half was a good test, very similar to the cup final. Took our time probably getting into it. New formation we played. But what I asked the boys to do was work hard and be inventive. And that's what they did. And, ended up with a strong second half performance and some really good goals. So I was really pleased. And like I said, no injuries is the best thing for me.
Good. And Michael, obviously, we for those people that were there at the game, got a glimpse of 2 new signings in Matt Tootle and Ben Folkes. How would you assess their performance? Did they kind of just slot in quite nicely and do what you wanted them to do?
Yeah, I think definitely they came into the team. Obviously, we know what they're about. That's why we've signed them. It's always going to take a bit of time to bed into the team. But like Luke said, that game was really to get the rust out of the legs, to work hard, make sure we get the minutes into them when we can, and both performed well for the first game of pre-season.
And I'll come back to you, Luke. For those people that weren't there, we had a couple of players that we obviously haven't announced but have come in and trained for recent weeks and obviously played on Tuesday night. We had Sam, Sydney, and people know Matt and Miles as well. Maybe give us an insight into kind of the role they're playing at the moment in pre-season, maybe looking ahead to the future as well with them.
Yeah, so basically they're 3 players that we identified as ones that we'd like to see train. It's going to be a small squad regardless. So I just wanted to get eyes on all 3 of those. Some of them I knew better than others, seeing them every day in training and obviously in the game. So all 3 of them played a really big part Saturday, and they're obviously all good players. So, we'll obviously release that if and when we know going forward. But no, they've done great, and they're all got bright futures in the game. So I think moving on from Deepin, we've got bigger tests. The friendlies are definitely harder. No disrespect to them, but Corby and Stanford have definitely been much closer to this level. The Posh game we're really excited about on Saturday because it gives us a chance to see all the local talent, which is great. And speaking to Peterborough United, they're keen to get a lot of these boys out on loan, so it's a good chance for us to see that and look at the loan options.
Put this up to both of you really. Why should people come down on Saturday to see Peterborough Sports versus Peterborough United? What is going to bring the fans down? What should they look forward to this Saturday?
Well, I think locally, we're the highest non-league team locally in Peterborough. Like Luke expressed to the players before as well. Other than Peterborough United, we're the best team in the city. So we believe that the team that we put out there can go out there and entertain people that come and watch. Obviously, a lot of things have been done to the ground thanks to Tim. New stands. Turbines Tavern is being turned upside down and feels a lot more welcoming now. So we're encouraging to bring children, bring family, get them down there, and hopefully we can entertain and you can have a good Saturday or Tuesday evening down there.
Amazing. And last little thing for me, I'll put it out to both of you as well. The squad obviously is coming together quite nicely. Between now and obviously the start of the season, are you looking at any incomings, any changes, or are you happy with what you've got so far?
Well, we're definitely going to have to add to the squad because I don't think it's a full squad yet. You always have to look at the possibilities of red cards, injuries, so you want a few extra than 16. But yeah, we're still working on things, to be honest. Obviously, finance comes into it, and we just want to make sure it's the right deal. Like I said last month, I don't want to put this club under too much stress in any way I can. And if the finances don't fit, we missed out on a player recently. It just didn't make financial sense, and it's pretty simple for me. I don't want to push that club and stretch the resources that it has and start going silly money because I don't think it's good for the club to sustain it for the future. So yeah, we're looking for the right players, but obviously at the right cost too.
Amazing. Thank you very much, both.
Cheers.